All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Trade FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. So I hope everyone have a great Friday, start of the Friday. It's last day of the trading week. So I hope everyone had a great week so far. And let's get on to it. So I'm just gonna load up, as always, our news calendar and see exactly what's going on. All right. So, in the news today, we had for British pound, we had GDP month to month. And other than that, today at 10 o'clock here, we have primarily UMI inflation expectation. So a lot of inflation information for today. But other than that, pretty chill day overall. We had also the German final CPI month to month, and that was 0.1%. So pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's continue here. So now we're going to look at the okay, it's not working here. I did some changes. So we're gonna look at the alert app. So the TV alert app. This is an application that I created here in regards to alerts, and show you exactly any setups here for buys and sells using my institutional indicator here that I created. So you're going to receive the alerts here on that. And those are the recent alerts that we receive. And how it works is that you receive the alert, you see the direction, the price, and the actual symbol. It will tell you all of that here through AI. And those were the recent logs here that was done. So as you can see, the last alert here was gold. That was at 4/14th. And we had also a German 40. That was a sell. And I think we had a German 40 a buy, but it started to reverse right after the news on the final CPI. So also you had UK. So we're all going to see that in a few. The buy that I was talking about on German, and yeah, the UK sell here. All right, perfect. That's pretty much the gist of it. And also we have my trading view indicator here that is called Nova. So Nova, an actual trend indicator here that'll give you the trend in the market, and that's pretty much when the market started to reverse here with German. So it was bullish and then started to go bearish, and based on liquidity, we had a sell setup here that was done. So but overall, yesterday was a good day here for German. We had a big bullish setup here. So if you have taken a trade here on Thursday, that was good. And that works on any indices or any Forex pair. So as you could see, provide you with the trend and you just trade with the trend. And you could add any extra confluences. Like for example, I could add a fair value gap. This is another indicator that I have. So I'll give you some indication here of some bullishness in the market. As you could see, we had a bullish fair value gap that was created. Price tapped into the fair value gap, and afterwards we had that bell that buy indication here. So another confluence here that we're going up, and that's exactly what happened. All right, and also we have my final indicator here that I've been using here for a while. I'm just gonna close that here, and this is the EMXAI. So this is one of my first indicators that I created, and they'll give you exactly some average directional index entries with VWAP and POC, point of control. So when everything aligns, give you the signal here for direction. So right now we had that buy here, and it was still bullish here afterwards. That's why you don't see any setup here after that. Perfect. So right now we're just gonna wait for market to open to see exactly what's going on. And if you have any questions, as always, put them in the chat. I'll be there for answering. Friday, usually it's a chill day just to see exactly the market, to see exactly what's going to happen on Friday. But usually I don't trade Fridays. But I'm here for you guys to answer questions if there's any. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that I load. Hopefully I have time to load everything up. All right. So hope everyone had a great start of their day, last day of the week, and you're gonna have the weekend coming up. Just making sure that everything is set up here on my support and resistance indicator, so I can show you guys. I was doing some modification here on mine yesterday. I was doing some few steps here. And I almost forgot to create that live link for today's session. So that's why the link wasn't there for until the last minute. Here you go. All right. Perfect. So this is loaded here. So let me show you guys my system indicator. This is a support or resistance indicator here. So right now there's really no feed. So so this is giving you support or resistance indication here on the higher time frame, and you're able to take trades here off of that too. And I don't know why it's giving me that. Just 2 seconds. Yeah, I'll make this change here. So so that will be so giving you support and resistance, and you're able to trade off of that. And yesterday we had that buy set up here on US30. And as you can see, that was the last. There was no levels at the top because this is there was no structure. This is really basically a price discovery here overall, and that's why we didn't have anything. But we did had a buy signal here that came in on our TV alert app, and that buy was well in profit here. Also with Russell 2000, gave us a good entry overall. So that's pretty much it on that. So we're gonna wait. So in 2 minutes here, we should be starting to get some alert if there's any. So usually the alerts here comes in between 9:30 until around 10:15. But basically the alerts are open until 11:30. That would be the max. And also, I will put a section here in regards to our Discord, in regards to the actual time that you're going to receive the alerts here based off of the different indices. So the alerts that I showed you earlier, it will be only, you're only going to be receiving some indices alerts. So you have all of the US indices, so US30, NASDAQ, S&P 500, Russell 2000. Those will be the 4. And then you have also the German 40 or German 30, depending exactly on the broker that you're using. It's the same thing. And also you have UK 100. So this is it's basically at London session that you're going to receive that. And also you have the Japan 225. So this is Asian session. Also the HK50, so this is the Hong Kong 50, that will be received in Asian session. And also the last one will be gold. So you're gonna have gold setups here, Asian, London, and New York. So that's the rundown of the alerts. So for now, for New York, we're gonna receive at least 4, maybe 5 signals here. If we have US30, NASDAQ, S&P 500, Russell 2000, and gold, if there's any. All right. And eventually I'm going to add more. Maybe I'm going to do, maybe add oil, see exactly if oil will work with my setup. I'm just going to double check that because not all of all of the signals will work in regards to different pair. For sure, it's not working on the index, on the Forex pair. I think the only Forex pair that they may work, it will be the yen pairs. But I'm trying to avoid adding more and more alerts here. So I'm just gonna check platinum. No, not platinum. Was looking for oil. See. So let me show you the alert. So that I will let that open here until we get an alert here. So market is already open for the last 2 minutes. I'm just gonna look at something on my end, and I'll share my screen on TradingView. So Russell 2000, we have a sell on Russell 2000. It just came in. So RTI is oil, is Russell 2000. So we're just going to look at it in a few minutes. And we have US30 for a sell too. So US30 and Russell 2000 is a sell. Usually those two will move the same way. So if you're using if you're trading US30, you could trade Russell 2000. They're actually working in tandem. So Russell 2000 and US30 sell. So that's the play. Oops, that's not working. So I'm going to move this. And I'm going to hold on, guys. Going back here, US30, Russell 2000. I'll put it there. And close this and open this. All right, so we had the Russell 2000 and US30. So I'll show you exactly my chart on TradingView, so you could see the trend that we have on US30. So as you can see, US30 here is a bearish here currently. So we were bearish in for basically since right about the London Open, we're bearish, and we just got a sell setup here. The reason why you don't see the sell setup here on the screen on TradingView is because it's a total different setup. It's not it's related to Nova, but it's totally different. It's institutional base. So fortunately, I'm not. This will be private for me specifically. So the actual alert that you're receiving on the TradingView, the TV alert app, is the actual setup here. So right now we have a sell on US30 and Russell. Show you Russell here. As you can see, Russell is doing the exact same thing. So we had a buy here. We had a buy setup here on Russell yesterday. Same time, more or less same time as US30. I think it was like 2 minutes apart. 2 minutes apart, and it just blew off to the upside, and now we have a sell setup here. And remember, we are Friday, so just trade accordingly, and this is only for educational purposes only, guys. So trade accordingly and manage your risk here accordingly also. All right, but this is the setup here for those two. So we just got a US 500 sell also. So US 500, as you can see, US 500 here is bearish. So most of the indices here are moving in the same direction, more or less. We only have NASDAQ that we didn't receive anything yet. NASDAQ is, as you can see, is currently bullish here. So we may get a bullish setup here eventually, but it may start to reverse and start to go down a little bit more, because the reason why it's give you a buy setup, a buy bullish momentum, is because it broke out that previous bearish cloud here. So we're gonna wait until that the cloud is going back to get the entry. But for now, we only have US30, Russell, and S&P 500 for sell setups here that came in on the alert. So anyone that has the alert app should see those three setups here. I don't know if Leon is on the live. Usually it's there. It's him. It's there. But let me know if there's any questions or any feedback on the TV Alert app. That would be greatly appreciated. That's 500 closed. Why did it close? There's a component because it closed. All right, so US30, S&P 500, and Russell 2000, those are bearish movement here overall right now. But like I said, this is Friday. There's a lot of manipulation here that is done on Fridays, guys. So we may start to go down maybe on Monday or maybe later on today. But it's already gives you a bearish movement here since London. So, but the best move for the week here on those indices here was Thursday, yesterday. So it pulled back up big time, and we're currently in price discovery here overall. All right, so US30, Russell, SSP 500, bearish. So going down. So let me pull up Russell. So we're still bearish here on Russell, US30. That's where we were before. And we have SSP 500. Let me start to reverse because we do have NASDAQ that is currently bullish here, but it's starting to reverse. So you have to be careful here on that. All right, so as you can see, Nasdaq here, Russell is going down a little bit more. So we should have a break of structure here. So we had a consolidation, went back up to take some liquidity at the top from that previous swing here, and now we should be going strong in the downside here. Same thing for US30. So we had a swing here, trying to break above. Now it's going lower right now. All right, so bearishness on US30, Russell 2000, and US 500. So SSP 500. So we're still in a bearish movement here. So it started to reverse here. So we went back up to take some liquidity at the top. This is for SSP 500. Did the exact same thing here on the other ones. So and we do have, I'm pretty sure we have a fair value gap here at the bottom here. So if I open my fair value gap, so this is a higher time frame fair value gap. So it did went to that 1 hour one here. Even though it closed, it stopped here. It was still bullish here. And now we're waiting for those bearish. So we did have a bearish fair value gap here that was rated here at the top. So should be going down here also on SSP 500. But the one that are running right now is US30 and Russell should be well in profit currently. All right, perfect. Great. Great, 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 great. But an issue with my. Hey, I hope you have a great day. So, okay, so, okay, pre-manager is working fine, but an issue with my mindset, as you told, I overtrade. All right, perfect. Okay. Yes, like I said, Leon, when you overtrade, that's not good. It's really not good. And you had a good day specifically, so it shouldn't be. It's not the quantity of trades; it's the quality of trades that you need to take. Stick to the plan. Stick to the amount of pairs that you're trading on, and you have to follow the journal that I created for you. And hopefully you follow that. And maybe next week I'll see exactly your journal to see exactly what was written in it. So make sure to be prepared of that. We'll see exactly what's what to tweak and all that stuff. And remember, the alerts are there only to tell you exactly where the liquidity is at, and do not trade something that you never traded before, right? So I'm just sending the alerts here in regards to what is working with the actual setup that I have on my end. But at the end, personally, for example, I I do not trade Russell 2000, but I have Russell 2000 in the alerts for anyone else that is trading Russell 2000. Same thing for example, for Hong Kong 50. I don't trade Asian, but it's there for anyone that is trading Asian that is comfortable with trading a Hong Kong 50. They're able to take to look at the setups and all that stuff. So make sure to stick to your plan, stick to the amount of symbol that you want to trade. Maybe you have too much symbol, even though you only have like maybe 4 or 5. Maybe it's too much for you. You have to focus only on one, and then you can increase the amount of uh, of symbol that you want to trade it on. So just revise all of the trades that you made and see exactly what you did as a mistake, and you should be good on that. All right. So 952. So I'm pretty sure that will be it for the alerts here for now. Maybe we may have a NASDAQ entry eventually. I'm just going to see exactly if it's starting to reverse currently. but it's still in the bullish statement. But eventually, it's going to start to go down. So next week we should have some bearish movement, and also next week we have the interest rate. So on the 17th, I think, if I remember. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, so that's on the 17th. So the Fed rate. So we're expecting to have the rate cut to be at 0.25%. So hopefully it does that, or even it does a cut rate of a little bit more than 0.25%. That would be awesome. But next week we should have some good movement here in the market overall. So yeah, so that's awesome here. Let's look at the Russell again. Russell came back up a little bit, so we should have momentum in the downside still bearish. US30 here started to go up. All right, so make sure to like and subscribe, guys. And I'm doing those lives here for you guys. So make sure to ask all of the questions that you want on anything that you're seeing here. And it's Friday, guys, so it's a chill day. Just relax, enjoying my time, and eating some raspberries. Sorry for the noise, guys. If you hear any noise in the back, there's some construction next to my condo, so they're building some new units here next to my condo. All right, so let's close this. All right. Just gonna look at the other signals that we had earlier this morning, over the night for me specifically. Let me pull up. So Nasdaq is a buy right now. So we just got a buy on Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is a buy right now. So let's go on Nasdaq. So currently it's bullish here. So we just got some institutional liquidity here coming in the upside. Usually on Fridays they come in a little bit later. Pretty normal because there's no high impact news that would move the market a lot. So should start to go up here. Even though we're in a bullish movement here since around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But like I said, it's Friday, so trade accordingly, guys. I I don't take any position here usually on Fridays, unless there's some news, big news events here like FOMC, not FOMC, NFP, like last week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Trading is really a waiting game, guys. So not all setups are good setups. So you have to, when you get for example, an alert, you always want to analyze the market and see exactly if it makes sense to take the trade, if the momentum is going in the right direction, and right, SS500 is a buy right now. So it's just switch for a buy. So we're in the sell, switch for a buy. So, like I said, if if um, if you get an alert, you always want to, or a setup of any kind, you have to do your technical analysis, see your fundamental analysis to see exactly if the overall trend or the overall micro economic is in your favor, and then you take a position. And when you take a position, you already made your decision. The only thing that you need to do is really to manage that trade, right? So if you see that you're in profit and you're starting to see that it's reversing and it's hitting, like for example, a support or resistance line, get out of the trade, right? And if you're not comfortable with the trade, get out of the trade. Even though you're entering the trade after a few seconds and you're hesitant, you need to get out of the trade. And when you take in a trade and you're hesitant, do not take trades. That's the most important thing, because this is how you mess up your account. You blow your account. You are in drawdown for weeks and months, and it's not going to be good for you in the long run, right? So make sure to analyze your trades. Take the position that you think is good, but most of the work is done over the weekend, guys. Uh, if you were in my lives here for a couple of months, couple of years, you know that I always do my fundamental analysis here. I'm a fundamental trader, and then over the weekend, I take maybe 2 hours every Saturday to look at the commitment of traders, look at the data, see exactly the net long, net short positions, and see exactly what is the bias here for that week. Okay. And even though there's a bias, the bias could change within the week because you have maybe political uproar in the world. You have maybe some last minute economic changes. Everything can change each and every second, right? But your job in trading is to analyze what you're seeing and taking a decision on what you're seeing, right? So even though maybe your fundamental will be perfect this week, the 1 week, and the other week your fundamental is totally the opposite because something happened in the world. All right. So trading, it could be simple, but most of the people are making it complicated for no reason because it's everything that is related to the world is right in your screen right now, right? So even though the market is moving a little bit or a lot, there's a lot of liquidity coming in and out of a candle to have the candle created, right? So I could go on and on and on, but the most important thing is your psychology. So you need to be prepared mentally to be taking trades. Okay, it's not a get rich quick uh, profession. If you take your time, you're taking the right decision, you're taking the right trade, you're you're journaling all of your trades. Eventually, you're gonna see a pattern that is in the market, right? It took me some time to do to understand that, and sometimes it's gonna take maybe a few months, a few years, um, but it's gonna take the time that you need. So don't worry about what's happening here. You just have to follow the process and make the good decision here overall. So for now, we still have the sell on US30. NASDAQ is a buy and S&P 500 is a buy. We had the Russell as a sell. Let me check Russell here again to see if it's still going in the downside. Yes, exactly. So we had a sell that came in here for Russell. So overall, you should be in profit overall, guys. Uh, for sure, the Nasdaq and S&P 500 trade came in later, near the top of the hour. But Russell and SSP and US30 are well in profit here currently. So I'm expecting to have US30 to go a little bit lower here, but Russell was well in profit right now. And you can test out the Russell 2000 to see exactly if you're putting the same amount of risk as US30 to see exactly what will be your return. But it's moving. Russell 2000 is moving pretty similar as the Dow Jones US30. All right. So if there's any questions, guys, it's the last few minutes here before we close out the session. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. And once again, I'm just gonna reload the alert app. So the TV alert app. All right. So those were the latest alerts that came in. So today we had around 14 trades, so 8 buys, 6 sells. 14 trades, so 8 buys and 6 sells. But today's total is at 10, but overall it was 14. So that was since yesterday. So what I'm gonna do starting next week is I'm gonna reset everything fresh each and every day, so we could see exactly the alerts that were coming in here in the TV alert app. But for now, as you can see, those are the alerts that came in. So we have US500 here for a buy. We have NASDAQ for a buy. Yeah, you had the US500 for a sell that just switched for a buy. And then we have Dow Jones for a sell and Russell 2000 for a sell. Okay, so this is the trade that came in here for our New York session overall. All right. So one last round of questioning, guys. If not, we're gonna close out our session. No worries. Put it back to sure. All right. All right. All right, no problem, guys. So we're going to close it out for this week. So thank you so much for being in this live here, guys. We'll be back here on Monday, New York session, and I will send the schedule here next week for our Discord group in regards to our YouTube lives. And make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. If you're not in the Discord group, that's okay. I'm still gonna give you some free sessions here like that each and every week, and show you exactly the setups that I have here. This is everything that you're seeing here. This is coded by myself. So even the app, the trading view indicators here. So everything was done by me, and we'll reconvene here next week for another session here with yours truly, TradeFX. And if you have any inquiries here about working with me or join the Discord group, make sure to fill out the form here on my YouTube channel. You should see a form on my YouTube channel, and you just have to fill it up, and you should be good to go. So right now, as you can see, Russell is tanking right now since the call of a sell that we had. So I think, let me double check here on US30. Yeah, US30 is starting to go up a little bit, but Russell is tanking big time. Perfect. All right, guys. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back here on Monday for another session with your host, TradeFX. Peace.